After weeks on hold, construction and factory work will be allowed to resume in Italy. Industry accounts for nearly a quarter of the country's economy, and the pause in work has dealt a major blow to the country's finances. But as Giorgia Orlandi reports, factories are hoping the new rules will allow them to get back to full capacity.
The two industrial sectors that have the most significant impact on the country's GDP are the first to reopen. But the question is how. Public infrastructure activities have already started on a few construction sites. This week, it will be mainly private projects relaunching. In both cases, the latest social distancing protocols will join existing safety measures, making working conditions here very challenging. Fewer people will be allowed inside the communal areas, such as the staff changing cabins and canteens. 25 builders used to work on this construction site for private apartments before the lockdown. Measuring workers' temperature as well as wearing COVID protective gear at all times will be imperative, but it's mainly working patterns and single area interventions that are going to change.
Before the outbreak of the virus, several people would work in the same area on different sides of the project, all at the same time. But now, as a result of new measures, this won't be possible anymore.
People bringing construction materials to the site from external locations won't be allowed to get out of their trucks.
One of the main consequences of introducing social distancing measures on construction sites like this one is that there will be further delays on project delivery times on top of the 2 months of setback due to the lockdown.
It is the increased level of tension among workers due to the overlapping of rules that worries site managers the most.
Passing tools from one hand to the other, getting in or out of the cockpit of an excavator, or touching the joystick of a crane are all norms that are easy to respect. But due to the increased stress, builders may now find themselves paying less attention to them.
Purtroppo, per quello che si diceva prima, per il livello di tensione, magari potrebbero essere proprio quelle a in qualche modo essere deficitarie.
Factories too will reopen this week. The owner of this plant that produces the thermohydraulic components tells me what's going to change for them.
When it's time to collect finished products, we won't allow anybody inside. Our employees will have to bring the items outside.
In this case, internal working conditions won't need to be changed.
Our machines are placed in a way so they already meet the distance requirements, and these blue ones have wheels so that they can be moved. So no problem at all.
Industrial activities have one thing in common in phase 2, and that is delays. Giorgia Orlandi for Euronews, Rome.